You cannot tell me you are solving a problem as an agent and you are causing more problems.
Exactly.
The whole point about solving problems is for you to identify it and solve it for real, for real. Now, it's no longer agent fee.
It's not what?
They've graduated to having inspection fee, registration fee for a form that is so unnecessary. They wanted a female student in the description on status for this particular apartment, and the house was 500,000 naira. Total to be paid 1,050,000 naira. The extra money to be paid is more than the annual payment.
Lord
and you
of
want
God.
a student, a female student.
Like, how much does this place cost when you were renting it out?
It's crazy. Like it's so crazy. Like it's so expensive for the annual. If you
Okay, like how much is that?
You want that happened to me 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Before my friend died, we went to look for an apartment at Aladima. I wanted to go to a bigger apartment. They sent me a video. I don't know how they managed to.
Do you really think anyone can actually get a house without an agent? Okay, so welcome to another episode on Leaving Today. And today's episode is something that is very relatable. We all have that experience with demons.
Agents are
100%.
demonic. Agents are demonic. Agents are demonic. I have to, if you want me to keep on saying this, not that this podcast.
I agree with you 100%. Agents. And today we have a very special guest. His name goes by Dimanozie Chimdiya.
Thank you, mom.
It's nice having you here today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for hosting us.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you. So, can you, recap on the whole story, what you've experienced with Nigerian agents?
Wow, we're talking about agents. Agents has done so much harm than good in their craft, in whatsoever ecosystem they belong in.
All right.
You feel me? So there's this, very common, I don't know if it's recent, but very common behavior with all the agents that they now have this particular pattern of taxing clients.
Okay.
Now it's no longer agent fee.
It's not what?
They've graduated to having inspection fee, registration fee for a form that is so unnecessary, and then they still ask you for a very ridiculous amount of agent fee. Like, the place I'm staying in currently, where I'm hosting, it was crazy, my experience, what I went through with some agents. In fact,
like, how much does this place cost when you were renting it out?
It's crazy. Like, it's so crazy. Like, it's so expensive for the annual. If you
Okay, like how much is that?
My annual is 1.8.
Okay.
I paid total of 2.420 million.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Outrageous. You know why? Because 400,000 was going to the agent.
Are you serious?
Before then, when I got this apartment, they were asking me to pay an inspection fee when I was supposed to come and inspect the apartment
how much,
to
please?
know if I was going to like it or not.
Oh, to know if you're going to like it or not.
You see,
Are you
we're not
serious?
sure that I was going to like the apartment.
Yeah.
I wasn't even the only one. A lot of people just, seek for apartments. In a day, they might have 4 to 5 clients. Most times, they might just have one client. Depends. You feel me? But this is a very good area. So it's houses are, hot cake and everything. So when I came here, I met this guy. My guy that is an agent, and then he didn't have this property under management. He had to reach out to an agent that claimed he had this property under management. Then he came here. We came here together. We drove, and then he didn't allow us to enter inside. He just said, "Send money to this account," and brought another lady, very aggressive looking lady. I don't know if they're in collaboration. She just came down, started calling an account for me. I was confused. Am I not supposed to see the apartment?
Like when you came to get this particular one?
I kid you not. And then we made payment for it. I think 5,000 naira. And then we came in here and we saw the apartment. Thank God I liked this one because I went through this stuff like, I checked 4 to 5 apartments before this particular one, and I paid for most of them 3,000, 5,000.
I think that's
paid 10,000
extortion.
naira. It's extortion. They do it to a lot of people, you feel me? So I paid that 5,000 naira. I came in here. We did the whole back and forth. "Oh, I like this place. Okay, all right. You and a few other people want this place. So we'll see how we can, help you get the place and all that." So he brought me out to a place, an open place though. He said, "Okay, take this form, fill, put your credentials and everything." I did every necessary stuff. And then he asked me to pay 10,000 naira for the form.
Before we get back into the podcast, you know how looking for an apartment has turned you into a full-time detective. Agent fees here, inspection fees there. Like, next thing you know, your transport money has literally finished, vanished, poof, gone. Well, I'm about to introduce you to Homeivers. With Homeivers, you don't pay agent fees, you don't pay inspection fees, and there's even a free wait list. So once that dream apartment you've been eyeing comes up, you'll be the first person to know. And you know the best parts? No stress at all. Zero stress, none. It's literally house hunting made easy. Like, you just click on the app, choose the apartment you want, and chill. I know it sounds too good to be true, but try it first, then come and thank me later. Now, let's go back to the podcast.
Me seeing my form with like 5 to 6 other forms, you just be like desperate. Let these people not get it because it's just 2 duplets in this compound you get. So I paid the 10,000 naira.
Wait. Recap. You said you paid 5,000 naira just to see the place, right?
I kid you not.
Then 10,000 naira for the form. Paper.
It's crazy. 15,000 has gone.
I actually I wanted to stand on the defensive panel, but right now I'm even confused.
It is crazy. These agents are wicked people.
I think someone called them demons.
I call them cancer in the system.
Oh, Jesus.
They are cancer in the system. They need to be cut off, not managed. This is not a chemo kind of situation. The chemotherapy for a cancer patient. This is what you need to open up the bodies and the body of the person and cut off this cancer. They need to be eradicated from the system.
But wouldn't that put a lot of people out of jobs?
I paid 400,000 naira for agent fee. 400,000 naira.
But many people try to survive with this.
You're talking about job. They're not registered. There is nobody that governs this.
Some of them are actually registered.
Registered under what agency?
I think they create their own brand and then use CAC to register.
That is an illegal form of moving business. You can't register with CAC and start working as an agency.
I think anybody can
working
register
as being
with
a
CAC.
brand is different from listen, yeah. If there was a governmental agency, because I know there's land laws, so I just feel particularly there should be a body that is governing all these agent stuff and everything, so that it will be uniform and to avoid scam and all this kind of stuff. Because if prices of houses increase, there should be a slight adjustment in that agent fee, which is understandable. Now, I saw one on my status when I was trying to get a house for somebody very recently. This I'm telling you, this recent I'm talking about is 2 weeks ago. Recent. Now, I checked the status and they wanted a female student in the description on status for this particular apartment, a self-contained, and the house was 500,000 naira. Total to be paid
a student
1,050,000 naira. The extra money to be paid is more than the annual payment.
Lord
and you want
God.
a student, a female student.
Are you serious?
And later we complain about they're into fraud, they're into prostitution, or they're into all this, illegal
Christ.
stuff to sustain, to maintain.
550,000
extra. There's even the one I saw very recently. The apartment is 700,000. They said that you total to the landlord 900,000. Then settle agents 200,000 or so. It has become a problem. It is no longer affordable. Students can no longer bear it. Students can no longer sustain. It is very bad. So I think agents should be pulled out of the system. I understand that people will now be like, okay, if they put them out of the system, how are we going to get houses? We need agents.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
I'm going to give you for free. There is a platform very recently I came across.
That Homeivers?
You're with Homeivers.
Of course.
Listen, it's my win now to save a lot of people. The stress, the financial problem, the crisis. Now, I came across Homeivers very recently. I was going through online. I checked Google and everything to know. I was trying to get an app to get cheap houses and everything, get a roommate and everything. Then I saw Homeivers. I came around Homeivers and everything. Then you do not need this agent stuff again. Homeivers connects you directly to the property manager. Oh, please allow me, sir.
Go ahead.
Wait, if you know this much about Homiverse, why have you not pushed the agenda?
Oh my God.
Now, Homiverse. When I came across Homiverse because we actually were suffering from these agents issues. You understand? We didn't come across Homiverse because Homiverse was in a banner.
Okay.
You get?
Yeah.
Meaning so many people are going through so much and they're looking for possible solutions. And then a solution came up. And then when I looked at Homiverse, I checked because I used to be very skeptical about apps. I did not like the idea because a lot of startups
Scam
were
and all
everything.
of
So
that.
now when I particularly checked Homiverse very carefully, I saw so many features. Besides the features, I saw the necessity, the need, the importance of having Homiverse in the forefront of all these things so that we can eradicate the idea about agents and whatsoever they portray. You get?
Yeah.
Now, with Homiverse, you go there, you see pictures of the houses as it's supposed to be because I asked this agent, okay, I need a house at social location, hypothetically Aladima.
Yeah.
Send me pictures and videos. And then you send me pictures, you send me videos. And then when I see these pictures and these videos, okay, let me go and see the property. You tell me mobilization fee. A lot of them, they don't have money to leave the house according to them.
Exactly.
Collect 3,000, 2,000. If it's something that you know they're coming from a distance, according to them, 5,000 to 10,000. I've done that a lot. Now, I didn't see all those kind of requirements in Homiverse. You see those pictures, those videos.
You see everything you want.
You
the
can
location.
confirm it in real time, my guy. You get? Then they link you, they connect you, I beg your pardon, directly to a property manager. I'm talking about caretakers or landlords. No agents. And then for them to now come and bring their circle of friends as parliaments and be like, now this guy connects me to this guy. We be five with the share this stuff.
Long chain.
The chain is long. It's not even good. We're talking about chain that does not even make sense. We do not understand why. You look at someone, a female or a male that looks like a student or is a student and tells you he is a student and I need an apartment, a 1-bedroom apartment because I'm working as a student.
Yeah.
You know, probably I'm in the tech. Because I'm in the tech when I was in school too, you know, I was doing my stuff. I was in a self-condo. But I knew a lot of people that needed space because, you know, they had roommates and that, you know, having computers and everything and all that. So they needed space. I even had a friend that, you know, that wanted a 1-bedroom apartment because she sews. They need a manicure, the mannequin, I beg your pardon, and then the whole machine and everything, industrial machine. Now, if I need an apartment as a student, no, it will be a struggle for me to capitalize myself to get all those things put together. And then you now come to extort me additional 100,000 naira in a self-contained for 400,000 naira. You'll be paying 750 total. It's crazy.
Really crazy.
You don't have these problems with Homiverse.
But what was your first experience with an agent? I'm really interested to know. What was your first experience?
What year are you talking about? Are we talking about this year? Because I have suffered a great
like, how was it like for you when you first experienced? Did you like say did you ask yourself a question like, is this normal? Something
You see, I'll be very honest. I like being very honest. You feel me? Like I tell people the truth is based on logic and facts. So when I had my first experience with a very terrible agent, I just thought it was him.
He just thought it was a him problem.
Then I was like, okay, let that be. Let that just pass and all that. You know, with one agent, it usually doesn't work out. So now I looked for another agent, and I eventually got another agent. And then I noticed that it was similar like greed. It was no longer an attitude thing because they all had attitude. You know, they have this attitude, if you don't want, go die.
Exactly.
You get?
Exactly.
So then it started looking like greed.
Yeah.
I started becoming angry about the whole thing. Make her just jump because at some point you become desperate.
Exactly.
Like, you know, service and all this kind of stuff. We're going to Port Harcourt to serve. You need to get an apartment there, all this kind of stuff. So I'm not the only one. A lot of people suffer this stuff. From east, they take you to north. From north, all this kind of stuff. So you need to sometimes get an apartment to stay and all that. So you get an agent, you become desperate. I need to make this payment ASAP because I need to secure my primary place of assignment and all that kind of stuff you get. So I'm eager to make payment ASAP. So your arrogance and everything is what I'm willing to roll off my back. Now the bill. I need to inspect this house. We're talking of a self-contained. You're collecting 5,000 naira from me. If you notice in my parlor, I don't have a center table. You know why? My agent is with my money for center table. I cannot pay you 400,000 naira and come to a duplex and buy center table.
Someone be like, wouldn't that be because you don't have the funds to afford a center table?
You've seen my utensils and everything. I have good furnishing in my house.
Yeah,
but you see that
actually.
center table.
But you know, for the sake of the audience, someone will be he doesn't have the funds to do it.
let's be assumed that I don't have the funds. Why will I have the funds when an agent collected 400,000 from me?
True.
He's with my money.
True.
That's not even the worst. He still denied. He still lied that the landlord didn't give him his 400,000. Meanwhile, the landlord confirmed to my lawyer that the 400,000 was sent to that. Why will he not give the 400 that was clearly stated agent fee? And he asked my guy, that was the first agent that linked me up to him. That was also my coursemate. So we had this relationship and he was not willing to scam me. He asked him to ask me to give them an extra 100,000 for them to share 50-50. That he should tell me that the landlord did not give them. And he refused to give my guy part of the 400,000 because my guy was the first agent.
Are you being serious?
He collected this whole 400,000.
My God.
I kid you not.
Who did you pay your rent to? The agent or the landlord?
Agent has this problem. When I wanted to make my payment to when I was about making my payments, he sent me an account on my DM. I was like, I wasn't going to make payments. Well, I don't think that's a necessary story. I had to involve my lawyer. We did some screening. My lawyer said it was okay for me to make the payments. I did make the payments. And the reason he was insisting because he wanted to make sure that all those money goes to him so that he will send what belongs to the landlord
to the landlord. Exactly.
Even if it's just me, I have neighbors. So I have a neighbor, and that's exactly the same process.
But I want to ask, if you were in their shoes, if you're also an agent, would you do the same thing?
You ask him if I'm going to do Yahoo or fraud, because this is exactly what it is. This is not. See, I need to survive. I become a teller. And then I just know that, okay, you get me a material of 10,000 hypothetically, and you want to just sew a casual up and down, and I not tell you 30K because it's festive period, and then you're eager to you are in a hurry exactly to get this stuff because probably next week 2 days
and
time
they feed
is
off
Christmas.
your desperation.
Exactly. That is exactly what they are doing. I'm not going to do that. There should be what is the word to put? There should be a uniform amount for them to collect. 5%. It's prudent and okay. Most of these people are students. Most of these people are struggling family. Some of them, they are being drafted to this particular state to serve as civil servants.
Yeah.
And then they come here, and of their salary, they're supposed to just get a one-bedroom apartment or two because they have families. You get? And then they'll be like, okay, let's get somewhere like, let's say the worth of 500,000 one-bedroom apartment, and an agent comes and tell you his agent fee is 150K. It's very bad.
Very, I agree with you. Actually,
and they enforce it. They have a group, an ecosystem where they belong in. So I tell you that their business is not registered, so I can't be in their shoe. There is no system for them to function in. They are all doing these things as independent, and then they now came together in solidarity for them to just do this whole. If this person no agree, leave him. He must surely come. If he come meet me, all of us did this group. They share these houses. I've seen. I'm telling you from experience. Like I have seen. I kid you not. I'm not misleading you. They belong to a group chat on WhatsApp. Yeah. And whichever any other platform. Well, WhatsApp is the one I know about. They communicate. A new house has been posted. Okay, this so place. If you get here, Alpha, me, you, Chidioke, all of us. Now so a bill. If one person comes, say Alpha, in one this place will be 5 agent to no agree. So how much we will collect? They go talk 150K. We will share 20K among themselves. If there are 20K, 100,000 for self-con.
Are you serious?
If you now want to be punished, ask for duplets.
Hey!
You will not have center table. If you collect duplets, you will not have center table for anything. I kid you not. You don't even want to buy gas. Like you will come inside here and an agent collected 400,000 rand from you. How much is self-con? If you collect 400,000 from 2 people, that is 800,000. 3 people, that is 1.2. He had 800,000 from this particular compound.
If you could change one thing about these agents, what would that be?
I'm eradicating them. I'm not changing though. Ogiwa, it's you that want to change. I said I want to cut them off. There are cancers in our system.
Based on how they operate. If
What are they operating on? Is there a particular body that they operate on? I want to understand. Our militaries are under the federal government, right? That government military force, right? Let's even leave the military. I'm going way, way, way beyond. What should we talk about? We have government teachers too.
Yeah.
Get me, and all this kind of stuff. If they are private, if they are private agency, they should register as private agency and also have, this routine.
Yeah.
They should have a uniform routine to follow. It happens in private school. You cannot come and see a messy school except the school is really, really messy.
True,
then it becomes a problem. You get the government school, we have government that is responsible for anything that is happening there. Salaries of the teachers and everything. You get. So now what body did they operate on? Chijoke. What agency is he working with? You say he registered as CAC as a brand or an agent. If you want to start your agency, you register, not business name, but as an incorporative, right? That's what it's called.
Most of them use a business name and then do what they're doing in the name of the business, like under the brand.
Let's assume all these things are authentic and correct. To register a business name can give you a go ahead to do this stuff, but there's nobody you're operating on, so you're an independent, meaning anything you're doing is most likely to be wrong or not. So anything we suppose is wrong with what you're doing, since you're an independent, then it's totally wrong because you're providing me with bad service. Bad services, like it's crazy.
But who is really to blame, with all of this happenings that the agents do? Is it the
landlords have issues. The system. When you talk about system, are you talking about the landlord?
I'm talking about like the Nigerian housing system.
Okay, what is about the Nigerian housing system? Because what I should be familiar with about Nigerian housing system, I'm a landlord. I built this house as a landlord. I want to rent out this apartment. As a landlord, do not have access to.
Do you think it's because there's no policy regulation regarding the housing system?
When there's no policy regulation, then where are the agents coming with that policy? Where are they policing?
I don't think there's any regulation. Like, no one is guiding this. This is just a free man job.
Exactly why I don't think that I'm taking food away from the man, because you asked me this question before. I don't think that they are going out of business when there is no business to start with. There was no business. There is no ground. There is no field for them to play. They all just came out. And this is what they want to do. They want to take advantage of this situation because it has become a pandemic with the way people always want houses. Our generation has grown.
Okay.
We have the largest youth.
Yeah.
When it comes to Earth history. You feel me? Now, awareness is happening.
Exactly.
A lot of us are growing. And a lot of us are now becoming independent, even when we are not supposed to be. Because of economy of the country and everything. You have a 16-year-old already looking for an apartment because she's probably in school or, working. I get a job in Kaduna and I go to Kaduna and I need an apartment in Kaduna, and then I ask you to give me an apartment as an agent to help me get an apartment, and my budget is 350. You now come and tell me everything is going to be 550. What do you think brought me to Kaduna firstly? How much do you think my salary is? If you now collect 550, you will now come to my house and ask me where is my fan. Sir, you're with my fan.
True.
You're with my fan. Because most of these people borrow the money.
Yeah.
When I work, give me 6 months, I'll pay you back your 350.
Exactly.
You make it a lot difficult, and you see a lot of homeless people
debt.
or people who are going into fraud or dirty businesses to sustain.
Exactly,
and it's so not okay. You see, when I was about to make payment for this house, this guy insisted that I must make that payment to him. One of my guy in Lagos, my friend in Lagos, made a payment to someone that convinced him, that sounded so convincing, that he was a property manager, I beg your pardon. He made this payment to this guy. In almost 6-7 months, the property owners came and it caused issues. We had police case because my guy did not pay 1 million. He did not pay 2 million. He paid 2.4 or so. I think 2.4, around that, 2.4, 2.5 for the rent in Lagos. So even if I was going to leave your house as landlord, I need my money back. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
You get? So I was trying to avoid those kind of problems. And then I told the guy that, see, I need to meet the caretaker. And he refused. We didn't think that he wanted to perpetrate this whole...
I think they like hiding the caretakers or the landlord.
They
like
always want to
it.
perpetrate evil, or they just feel like if you go through the landlord, you might tell him that you're no longer renting, and then later you go and bring another person directly to the landlord. So for whatsoever reason, I understand that most of them, you know, suffer this. Okay, people just come and pretend that they want to rent an apartment so they can get this place and, you know, bring other people, and then they collect the agent fee. But they know their customers. They know when a client wants to really, really rent this apartment.
Exactly.
I want to make payment. Send me an account. You're giving me your account, your name. Just why? Do I know you? I give you 20,000 and I do not see you again. What will I do?
Exactly.
I need to see this caretaker. And he refused. I called my lawyer. I called my mom. My mom called her lawyer. And her lawyer, because I have a tech lawyer. I didn't have lawyer for land law. So my mom called her lawyer. Her lawyer came.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met up. We drove to an open place. Because I convinced him so much. I tried to cajole him with, I'll go buy drinks and all that kind of stuff. So we went to the place. And then my lawyer made some necessary interrogation and all that. They talked and everything. And then we were just like, okay, let's be open-minded about the whole thing. I made payment. And then my guy that was the agent that introduced me to him, went to meet him. How we go do the agent fee and everything. He said bluntly in front of me, landlord no they give him anything, no ask landlord say no they give him. That's even the girl that collected the other duplex in this compound had already paid the money in full. He showed me the transaction. She paid 1.520. She paid the 2.420. I beg your pardon. She paid 2.420 for the whole thing with the agents and everything, and then paid extra 100K because he told her the same story. I told him to tell me, but I refused. And my guy did not agree with it, and it didn't sound logically smart or okay for me to agree that you stated clearly agent fee 400K and I'm paying it. They're telling me total is going to the landlord. So landlord is telling me his annual rent is 1.8, and he's taking a whole 2.4 million naira for himself. Key reason why?
Hi.
For those that are not able, why? Makaginizi. What is why in Yoruba?
I don't know.
K4.
My God.
The whole point about solving problems is for you to identify it and solve it for real, for real. You cannot tell me you are solving a problem as an agent and you are causing more problems.
Exactly.
You want to solve a problem. Yeah, we understand your primary assignment is supposed to solve our problems from allowing us to go and look for these properties. Save us the stress.
But currently, though, knowing fully well that with the current state right now, do you really think anyone can actually get a house without an agent?
Homivas, I've said this like times without number. Homivas, you get an apartment without an agent.
Like, do you think it's possible right now?
Without Homivas?
No. Like, without an agent.
Without Homivas, you cannot get house without agent. That means you will suffer. But with Homivas, you get house without agent. That means you will not suffer. That means I would have had a center table by now.
True.
Because 400,000 would have got me a center table.
A nice one, actually.
Yes,
very nice one.
How much is my salary? How much am I earning from the business I just started? This is daytime robbery that they are doing. And it's a problem. And we do not manage problems. We eradicate problems. You get?
Yeah.
The point of this whole chemo, the whole thing is to make sure the cancer goes off. I'm not managing it.
But don't you think like tenants are also part of this problem? Because
Elaborate,
some people are
I'd like to know.
People are expecting a 5-star apartment for basically a self-con budget. Like the expectations people have.
It is not possible.
It's the truth. Just like
let me. I want to understand. How do you mean by I'm expecting?
Okay, I come and meet you. Okay, you're an agent. Let's say you're an agent. And I come to meet you, and I'm like, okay, my budget is 150,000 or 250,000 for an apartment in so place. That I need to get this place, and this is what I have. And then you're like, where you want to see 250,000 naira apartment in this particular location, because everybody's always deciding their location where they want and then give you one mega budget. No, how are you expected to work with that?
I think that is not true.
How?
If I want to eat rice,
all right.
If I want to eat rice and stew, I will go to Mama Put and eat rice and stew. If I want quality rice and stew, I'll go to a good restaurant, a 5-star restaurant. And when I go to a 5-star restaurant, I'm not expecting to pay 2,000 for the rice and stew I ate in Mama Put. I'll be paying 5 to 10,000 to 15,000, depending on the restaurant. A good 5-star restaurant, we're charging you 100 to 150,000. You get? So if I need a 5-star restaurant kind of meal, as an agent. I'm expecting you to take me to a 5-star restaurant kind of meal, to get me that meal. And not for you to not tell me, okay, your fee for looking for a 5-star restaurant for me now is now half of the amount I used to buy the food.
So my friend contacted me last week complaining that for the past 1 month, she's been trying to get an apartment. And I was not happy. Why was I not happy? She didn't tell me on time. I would have introduced her to using HomeAvers. Because with HomeAvers, you don't have to stress over getting an apartment anymore. You don't have to waste your transport fare going from one house to one house to one house looking for what you like. You can easily get what you like on the HomeAvers app. Seamlessly, easily. And you don't have to pay any ridiculous fees anymore. No more inspection fees, no more agent fees. And HomeAvers just easily that connects you directly to the property manager. You get to meet the Oga in charge. No more why you. No more you have to meet this person just to pay your rent. No more of that. And no more rush hour. Even before you even get a quick notice, or maybe you just decide that, okay, I don't want to stay here anymore. You can easily slide into the HomeAvers app and look for that apartment you so much desire. And in case of any problem, even during the renting process, you can easily run back to us and raise your complaints. No, nobody's gonna ditch you. You don't have to even worry about that. You can fall back to us and make any complaints of your choice. And guess what? You can gain more information about any apartment of your choice using HomeAvers. Why choose the hard way when you have the easy way? Anyways, let's get back into the podcast and see what I have to say. But you know what I'm saying is actually true, because a lot of tenants, they tend to do this. They
how can you want a duplex for 250,000 rand?
Not even a duplex. Not even talking about
bipolar disorder to be asking for a duplex of 250,000 rand.
A lot of people are very unreasonable with their budget.
Have you seen?
Yeah, I have.
No, a lot of people I know can just be like, bro, I need a 3-bedroom apartment. And your budget is 800,000.
Exactly, or 500,000, 600,000.
And then your work as an agent to just tell him that there is no house of 500,000. We're not talking about the prices. They're talking about your fee. If I need to buy a shoe for my basketball game, and I'm looking for a shoe of 30,000 rand, and I ask you as a vendor to get me a shoe of 30,000 rand, and then there's no shoe for 30,000 rand, you will tell me, there's no shoe for 30,000 rand. Because if I don't buy the shoe, how do you collect your commission? If there's no shoe for 30,000, how do you collect your commission? If you tell me your commission for looking for this shoe for me is 2,000 rand, and then that's total is going to be 32. If you don't get a shoe of 30,000 rand, there's no way you collect your 2,000 rand from me. So if you're not going to get me the house for my budget, so how are you collecting your fee? So that is not even the problem. That has never been the problem. If I tell you as a client that I need a house of 500,000 and it has to be 3-bedroom apartment, I'm just stressing you. I'm being unreasonable. You can just cut me off. But there's no transaction that was concluded. But now we're talking about a concluded transaction. Because now, if you peradventure get a house for me for that 500,000 naira 3-bedroom apartment, you now come and tell me that my agent fee now should be 300,000. Are you trying to help me use the 300,000 to balance landlord because you didn't see house of 500, you actually saw 800, but you just want me collect agent fee 300k so I go pay landlord? Was that the case, or is that the case?
I think that's what they do.
I don't think that's what they do. How can you help me pay landlord? Are you kidding me?
I think that's what most of them do.
It's not possible. As my brother or caretaker, like am I mentally unstable that you could not even communicate with me?
I suggest that the Ministry of Housing should actually
exactly, and then that is going to be a standard body to govern these people. And if you want to retain agents, there has to be a body, an agency for them to function in.
Because it's actually very serious
to control these stuffs. Because I don't think the Ministry of Housing will be asking them to collect mobilization fee.
No.
There should have been a platform like HomeAvers to have had all these houses there. Then the Ministry of Housing will not tell them, okay, these are what is available.
This is a fixed price for all these things.
These things are available and these are the fixed price. I'm getting a house of 500,000 and my fee is 5%. It's prudent. You can't be asking me for a house of 500,000. I should be paying you 150k.
Doesn't make sense.
It's very wicked.
Very.
You get, so HomeAvers has fixed this problem. And I just believe that it should remain like that. There's no need to slide back, to go back to these problems, this cancer. Absolutely no need. Honestly speaking, we do not need agents again. You get, just like how WhatsApp, Facebook and everything came to, give us real-time features that we no longer need to be sending telegrams or, email, sending emails. emails are not in real time. You always need to log in, refresh, and everything before you check. To constantly checking if you got a mail and all that. That's the problems that WhatsApp and everything changed.
Yeah.
So now the same thing Homiverse is doing. Homiverse has fixed these problems. If you want to stay in the business, look for a way to be relevant.
Exactly.
And then show your customers that need you that you have their best interest at heart. Not that you're trying to make money off. This my agent guy would have probably bought a car now.
Yeah, probably.
John Mercedes, the one I used to learn how to drive 12 years ago, should be around that amount now. 800,000. So he got to, as a matter of fact, he got 900,000 because he got 500 for my neighbor.
Ah, Jesus, that's crazy. That's
it is bad.
Really bad.
So I do not support the idea that he should remain in business, and I'm really sorry about that because I really do not really care, and I'm not really sorry about that because I mean, if I was suffering this whole thing and Homiverse came to my aid, I would retain my relationship with Homiverse. That's just the truth.
They've really done a lot though.
You will get a housemaid, you know what that means, and get an apartment there.
Yeah.
You want that happened to me 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Before my friend died, we went to look for an apartment at Aladima. I wanted to go to a bigger apartment. They sent me a video. I don't know how they managed to get this angle.
Yeah.
Hey, they got this angle, and this angle was looking like it was durable. Like, I want to see this place. And I paid 5,000 rand inspection fee. They took me to a POS in front. Elderly man. Very elderly. He refused me entering the place. I told him, sir, sure, no worry. You know how we as young boys like them. Sure, no worry. I will do your tier for you. I was like, no, I must pay. Talking to me rudely and everything. And it was raining. I made the transfer to the POS. They confirmed my transaction. I came down from the vehicle. I went there to look at a house that grass was already growing from the interlock. The last tenants there was probably 4 years ago. Abandoned place.
Are you serious?
They will need to renovate. The renovation is not make I quickly paint. They will fumigate. They will cut grass. Guys, these very old duplex settings. They're not snapped from one side. Hi, I was pissed.
These people are
I couldn't
scammers,
go back to
legalized
him to
scammers
ask
indeed.
him for my 5,000 rand fee.
Jesus.
And he told me he will get me another place. And the next
Are
place
you
he will get for me, I will
serious?
not pay mobilization fee. I won't pay inspection fee. And that was very terrible, very bad. I won't go through all those problems again. Homiverse have provided a space for me to, have these things at my disposal. The luxury of it is there for me to experience. The user experience is top notch.
Seconded, actually. Seconded.
The user experience and the user interface is so dope.
Very, 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 very simple.
And I'm not talking from the fact that based on the tech department, it is top notch. If I was not in tech business, I'll tell you the user experience is good. I like that I can, it's scalable. The scalability is dope. I just want to check for this person. Don't be telling me click, don't be telling me go, don't be telling me sign up, don't be telling me write article. I went straight and I just was not looking for a roommate, and then I found the feature to show you that it is user friendly.
Exactly.
I did not call Chijioke. Chijioke did not busy my line. Guy, there was this agent that asked me to call him in the night. I called him in the night.
Yeah.
And he was speaking to me like I was disturbing him. I want to rent apartment too.
They feel like a god or something.
They are gods now. We gave them that so much power, is it not? We did, yes. Our fate of having a roof over our head has been, it's
really
dependent on you.
Yeah, the desperation is what they feed off of. It's really crazy.
And sometimes you don't even show them, but they just know by default.
Exactly.
Because fraud is always fraud. They know how to get through that stuff.
True.
You get so it's not something we should condone. We don't need them anymore. Homeless or not, we don't need agents.
I have to agree with you on that one.
We don't need agents again.
Landlord
needs to stop this allowing agents to do these things to their clients. It's not good. It's unfair. Except the landlord do not see what these agents post on
I think part of our problems also is the landlords, because they allow most of these things to happen when they're not supposed to happen.
And then there's a stigma on boys and everything, and then these agents just see it as they are obligated to treating you like this because the landlord already said he doesn't want a young boy, this that and everything.
Exactly.
I went through a lot.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that.
It's not easy as a young boy, and it's a lot harder as a young girl too. Because how can you as a young student, a girl, being asked to pay 1,050,000 for your first payment.
Renting. That's really
And
low.
it was specifically written a girl student needed.
I don't know why they do most of those status things and gender discrimination and all of that.
It is terrible. So
the
system needs to be fixed. And I believe that Homeverse must have, had this, conversation with the property manager, because if I as an agent tell the property manager, be the landlord or the caretaker, this is how it's going to be. I'll get you clients, competent clients. You get my agency fee is 10%. This is what you say you need from them, right? Annual fee 1.2. Yeah, this is your management fee you're asking for. Don't you think it's a little too much?
Yeah,
that's supposed to be the work of an agent.
Exactly.
Reduce it, please, sir. Okay, then after that, agent and agreement fee, don't you think you should reduce it? All right,
exactly.
Let's make it like this. Okay, it is cool. I'll get you this person. The landlord will not be like, I don't want this, I don't want that. You should be able to. No, don't be like that.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that this thing is uniform and balanced.
Yeah.
But when the landlord comes with this so much, I don't want boys, I don't want girls.
Exactly.
This, that, agent be like, mad, thank God, the landlord
Makes
already tell me.
For him.
So that means no amount of girls will come even the day I'm not around. If they knock here and they meet the landlord, the person, he will not agree. So I'd already post for my status, boys are my targets. And I've told them, this is what it is. You're paying 400,000 for my agent fee. Do you know what it means for you to collect 400,000 from somebody, a patriotic citizen?
That's more than someone's actual salary.
Why are you talking about salary? You collected my 6 years investment. You're talking about salary. Because if I was working in a hotel or a filling station and I'm being paid 20,000 monthly, let's say, and I decide to save for 2 years and I'm saving 10,000. 10,000 times 12, that was 120,000, right?
Sure.
If you times it by 6 years, you can imagine this person just come and collected like 2 years, 3 years savings. One time.
It's crazy.
And then you expect that 4 years that I worked as a petrol attendant or hotel worker, while being a student, to sustain myself. You just came and you collected it once because I'm trying to advance. I'm trying to capitalize myself. Because people will be wondering, if you don't have the money, why do you need the space? For crying out loud, I need the space for my business.
Exactly.
Before we get back into the podcast, you know how looking for an apartment has turned you into a full-time detective. Agent fees here, inspection fees there. Like, next thing you know, your transport money has literally finished, vanished, poof, gone. Well, I'm about to introduce you to Homeverse. With Homeverse, you don't pay agent fees, you don't pay inspection fees, and there's even a free wait list. So once that dream apartment you've been eyeing comes up, you'll be the first person to know. And you know the best parts? No stress at all. Zero stress, none. It's literally house hunting made easy. Like, you just click on the app, choose the apartment you want, and chill. I know it sounds too good to be true, but try it first, then come and thank me later. Now, let's go back to the podcast.
I need space for my industrial machine, for my mannequin as a girl. As a guy, I need space for I install my solar system. I need my fan. I need my computers to be here. I need like 2 screens. You get, and me as a native developer, I need someone that that is a web developer or UI UX designer and everything. Maybe I'll just come sublet my place. Okay, Alpha bro, they with me. Make we collaborate. They make payments and everything.
Yeah.
A lot of things can make you just need a bigger space.
True.
It is crazy as it is outrageous that these people are always demanding this very much. Now, how much does this guy make for me total? 5,000 10,000 400,000 415,000 legally, without gun. Are you asking me where my center table is?
Oh my God.
My center table is with him.
Mr. Chimdiya, this is really...
And the reason why I'm saying everything the way it is,
Jesus.
I called out my house rent.
Yeah.
On the internet, because I want people to relate to this. I don't want to come and lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm not making an advertisement for Homeverse. I told you that I wanted to complain particularly about agents, right?
Yeah.
I have problems with 2. I was going to call names, but I do not want to call names anymore. I want escalated problems and all that. I think this is enough that they know that agents are bad as a collective body. So how they do anything is how they do everything.
Exactly.
So
True.
I have problems with these people. I want to make sure that it is being not addressed. It is being eradicated. I came across Homeverse. It was just going to be another app I don't see for social media. Another app I don't see for Google. because I play games a lot. So I'm always updating a game app, always doing this and that. I use my search engine, check, okay, houses and everything. Homiverse has close relative features from foreign country housing, stuff and all that. The one I saw that was nearly related to Homiverse is about lands and all that. So I think it was from there I navigated and I saw Homiverse. You get. Then when I saw Homiverse, I was like, Homiverse. Other tech guy don't go do something. Homiverse, make we check.
Yeah.
Yes, because in tech business, any small thing, you don't go do your app. Don't allow tell people say they do your own app. But this is genius. Yeah. This has changed the whole perspective about
everything.
Real estate, whole stuff. You feel me? This is a whole real estate project. You get. Not Chijoke again, because I'm not going to call you in my airtime. Mobilize you 3,000 to 5,000 rand to transport yourself to the place you want to go and see for me. Send me pictures and video that I will load with my data with abeg after begging you. Videos you sent to me, you sent to 60 other people. I'm exaggerating. 4 to 5 other people. They do it a lot. Like I said, when I got this place, I saw form. When he gave me the form to sign for a compound that has only 2 duplex, I saw 5 to 6 forms filled up, boldly written with passport photographs of young people that are gullible or he cajoled. And they all paid 10,000 yeah.
Crazy.
About cook soup.
That is
on sweat of people.
That's a lot. That's really
I eventually saw Homiverse and then it was just very easy. Like when I mean scalability was top notch. Very easy to navigate the whole thing. And I saw it and I helped her solve her problem. And I said, how I wish.
Mr. Chimdiya, I'm really sorry for what you went through.
These people really did so much terrible things to me, and a lot of terrible things to other people that cannot speak.
I feel bad for you. I do feel bad for you.
It's crazy. If I don't have access to make sure that I can get to you and for you to accept my request for me to speak on your podcast, how would I be able to express myself?
And let us know the truth.
People do not know how to tell the stories. A lot of people do not know who to tell the story to. Girls.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Students.
It's a whole lot.
It's bad. Then
really
your capital for you to start up a business is being taken by somebody.
Exactly.
They just weaken you. You do not know how to start up again because I'm supposed to refund my guy that lended me what was it that the guy my guy lent me 250,000. I'm supposed to make payment. You get, and then I made payments of 500,000, so I'm in double debt. So now I cannot just pay my guy. When I pay my guy, I have to look for another money to pay the other person, and then before you know it, that's my capital gone, or the money I'm going to be making from the business I'm starting, I'm using it to clear debt. It's not fair.
It's not fair at all. Mr. Chimdiya, I really appreciate you for all this you told us today, for your narration, for your story.
Thank you for
Thank you for hosting us. And thank you for accepting to do this with us. We really, really appreciate it. So if you want to connect with our guests, where can our viewers find you?
Okay, you mean my social handle?
Of course, your social handles.
I'm Instagram, Dimanozie Chimdiya.
Okay.
Yeah, then my email, chimdiadimanozie@yahoo.com.
All right. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Mom.
And if you're the agent watching this or you've been scammed by an agent, may God help all of us. It was really nice having you all here today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share.
Homiverse.
And download Homiverse.
On your Play Store and your App Store.
Yes.
It will help you.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
See you next time on the next episode. Ciao.